Welcome. We're live. Big up yourself. You're back on the Yaad Vibe channel, you know? Yeah, today we are going on the whole TCN 25 Deportee saga. All of the protesting we are going. Yeah. We are breaking down to the molecule, as you know we do on here. So just want to big up the people them who are passed through. Hopefully have a good time. I don't know if I'm going to come back later again or this is strictly politics or we do multiple topics. But we'll see as we go along what the show will take with. So, thank you again. Yes. Thank you again. We are looking for the first 500 common sense Jamaicans. We are at 493. So we need 700 more. At the end of these lives, it's sometimes hundreds of people pass through, sometimes thousands. Must can't find 700 common sense people. That's where the switch really gets flipped and we start cook harder than ever. Add phone line so you guys could chime in. Yeah. So without further ado, we are break down some of these interviews that we've been watching, see what going on, and make sure say we keep these politicians accountable and point out all their lies for the people who are ignorant and who have the blinders over their eyes. Because they distract us with all type of dance and nonsense. So we're here for it. Make sure so the streamer run proper. Okay, stream health excelente. Okay. Oh shit, I forgot to do all shit, man. Damn. I forgot to put on a feature that I wanted to put on. Can't do it again. Alright. Gonna bring in less viewers, but fuck it.
This evening, hundreds of Jamaicans took to the streets of the corporate area this morning to continue to register their opposition to the controversial Third Country National MOU with the USA. The protesters also used the demonstration to demand improvements in governance. Deidre Thomas reports.
A land that could possibly become a place of transit or even home for third country nationals under MOU between Jamaica and the United States. For more than an hour, hundreds of protesters gathered at the busy crossroads intersection in St. Andrew, carrying placards and demanding what they described as greater transparency and accountability from the government on key issues. Among them, the meager spend of Hurricane Melissa funds and the recent illicit enrichment investigation.
They send on the Cuban doctors and bringing in prisoners, pedophiles, thieves, rapists.
Pedophile, mama, pedophile.
All manner of evil. We not even know what nationalities they are.
The Integrity Commission is under attack. That is not right. Because who watch for us? People down there after hurricanes still under tarpaulin.
Talk about it, mama. Talk about it.
And you are going to find place to put criminal? That can't be right.
And you couldn't take on the 21 Haitian them on the deport, not true?
Donald Trump has sent anything to the Prime Minister, to the people who want money, who want medication.
Now them I get money. Last live stream we do the math after I watch a few videos. The average country get about $1 million US a piece for each deportee.
All of the good stuff. We don't need no prisoner because we have enough vote already.
As for the deportee deal, the government has maintained that those sent from the U.S. are not criminals but illegal migrants whose claims are yet to be determined by the United States. But a member of the organizing committee of the Advocates Network, Nora Blake, says there are more questions than answers.
Do we hide our daughters? Are the women supposed to go in before it's dark? Do we know if these people have a political agenda? Well,
Like, come on now. You worry about, you see, you have to call a spade. You worried about 25 people who probably be women and children in there. If you go home at night, but them piece of shit the way I run and terrorize the place, you're not afraid of them? Make it make sense.
to go in before it's dark. Do we know if these people have a political agenda? Will they come and destabilize our country? Are they involved in drug trafficking? Who are they? What is their record? Who is going to monitor them? How do we feel safe against these people as against the other concerns that we have for our own safety?
The agreement has also sparked concerns about Jamaica's human rights obligations.
We're violating international law. Yes, we're actually contravening the human rights, of any entity that is identified as a TCN. Okay, so that is one. What we have known of the MOUs in the 28 other countries, yes, of whom the Prime Minister referred, they are referred to as deportees. You with me? So you can't conveniently change that. Nevertheless, Mr. Rubio, yes, has indicated, yes, that we're looking at despicables.
In the meantime, the question of accountability is at the heart of other issues raised.
Dr. Wheatley has been recommended for prosecution. We're simply saying remove yourself, and if you fail to do so, then the Prime Minister should in fact remove you, yes, from the cabinet. It's as simple as that. Yes, until, yes, the investigation is done. If in fact it's brought before the courts, then the matter runs its course.
Whether the protesters' call will prompt further public discourse of the agreement remains to be seen, but this call to the government.
Simple, yes? You actually tear up that MOU. That's the first thing. You tear up the MOU. But before you even tear it up, yes, bring that to Parliament so that the Jamaican people who employ you, yes, see what it is that you have in fact, yes, taken us into.
Deidre Thomas, TVJ News.
Very interested, yeah? You're afraid of 25, but you're not afraid of the current one, them what did they terrorize the place. Okay, on to the next news.
Has broken her silence on the controversial third country national proposal. Speaking at the National Corporate Consultation on Workforce Alignment and Jamaica's Economic Competitiveness at the Institute for Workforce Education and Development, she suggested there are efforts to damage her reputation.
It's the first time the minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, Ambassador Audrey Marks, has spoken publicly on the TCN matter after the leaked diplomatic note. On the 10,000 figure,
we are not crazy. Certainly, I am not mad. I would not go to the United States to do any proposal for taking in 10,000 criminals. And what bothers me is that somehow they seem to have gained traction.
She says at first she thought there was a genuine conflation of the TCN Memorandum of Understanding with another proposal she developed in March 2025 when she was Jamaica's ambassador to recruit skilled workers. But then,
when the sequence of documents became clearer, it was evident that the public had been left with a deliberate, incomplete and misleading picture. It was evident that there was an attempt to do some character assassination. And this is important to note.
Watch the videos them where the Prime Minister, the MP, how strong Almadu lie. What are you talking about? If you don't give the people them any information and you lie, you leave them to make them own assumption, don't it?
That the person who leaked the information about MOU being signed in the public domain had access to the MOU itself and could have released the MOU that would have debunked some of these allegations. They also had other documents, including the proposal that I had made and that showed our structure.
Who is the person? Who is the person? If they join you on that bus, why are you not scared to call the person name? Are you lying, ma'am? Huh?
Showed how a structured work program would work and how the numbers could be increased. None of those documents were released.
Yeah, I lie about everything, man.
In the public domain. So this was, again, a deliberate effort to confuse and to cause panic in the country.
By who? By who?
Understand the difference between scrutiny and character assassination. There's a difference between...
What kind of character you have so that people want to assassinate your character? You don't even have a portfolio. You have a minister without a portfolio.
Question a policy and manufacturing a false personal.
For all the dumb people, yeah, me know minister of portfolio had a responsibility. It's jokes.
Allegation. And when persons go online to threaten, defame, or allege that a foreign government is bribing a sitting member of the government, they are no longer engaged in ordinary political commentary. So when persons use private accounts or private channels to coordinate public harm, to spread allegations with no
Public harm?
evidence, no basis, and no truth, they must understand that they will be held accountable.
Cameron White.
So who they threatening now? YouTubers? News people? Who is that threat for?
TVJ News.
Damn, man, I can't believe I forgot to check the vertical shit.
Armed stickers to evade police.
What we have in the bulletin.
JED pushes for environmental impact assessment reforms.
For joining us, now the details. We begin with a developing story. Police are keeping a close watch on a protest this morning in Crossroads. Hundreds of protesters dressed in yellow took to the streets this morning to voice their concerns over what they say are serious issues affecting the country which remain unresolved. Among them, Hurricane Melissa funds, accountability, and recent findings of illicit enrichment investigations.
And you always have the minority parliamentarian live in the country because you have 9 members. He must pack him bag and go. It is simple as that.
Yeah, boy, Bringo. I'll tell you something, he ain't going nowhere, man.
The Jamaica Environment Trust, JET, is calling for a major overhaul of the country's environmental impact assessment system.
Okay, let's see more on the protest here.
Symbol to avoid scrutiny by law enforcement. Speaking at a commission in service for newly appointed JPs, Minister Chuck addressed the issue.
Oftentimes, police don't stop people when they see this. You have criminals now buying them and putting it. So you have the criminals who put these things on the dashboard, and when the police stop them, they point to it and say, you see why? Hoping that the police don't search them.
The minister noted, however, that efforts are underway.
Full time now on a technology, use technology in our country. Why this shit doesn't have a barcode where they scan it right away and know a link back to somebody who that was issued to? Like the vast amount of stupidity we go on with Jamaicans is unbelievable. Let me find the other protest video what I wanted to see. I think it was on what, Jamaica Observer. Oh shit. Okay, we're covering TCN, big up all the people passing through. Chilling with us, where we meet up and we talk common sense among Jamaicans. Here we go.
Jamaica is in a crisis. We're in a crisis of governance. We're in a crisis of trust. We do not trust the government's word. We do not trust the government to tell us anything.
Now you should, Mama, and anybody else watching me. From watching these videos and going through these live videos, all I notice about Jamaican politician, they're a bunch of con artists, there's a bunch of liar, and they know how to gaslight Jamaican people. They tell Jamaican people anything could come out of their mouth to make them feel good. Meanwhile, they have fucked them over. It's crazy. And yeah, people still go on and jump up and vote for the same people them want to do this to them.
Straight to tell us the truth. Why do I say that? The Deportee deal They signed an MOU in secret, and we wouldn't know anything about it if it were not for the gleaner who essentially burst the story. And then we've heard from them many, many different stories that simply don't make any sense.
I heard me a statement a while ago, said the Prime Minister say have faith in Mr. Wheatley, and that was not true. He did not say that. He said have confidence in the work that he's doing as a minister.
In the work. Thank you very much for the correction, but he's still in the cabinet, and actions speak louder than words. And therefore, the action that the Prime Minister has kept him in the cabinet is the important thing, because even the conservative PSOJ have said that that is not right.
Well, we're here to support the Advocates Network, the group of civil societies that have come out here to demonstrate, to voice their opposition to this agreement that the government has entered into with the U.S. to bring what I will call persons into the country. We don't know the terms of this agreement. We know nothing about it. The government has been hiding it, quite frankly.
Yeah, this a government that seem to don't know nothing. How they arrest him, you don't know when idea what it's about. He can be done in a future or swap. Nothing. Or you saying something you don't know nothing?
If it wasn't, and so we think about it. The government has been hiding it, quite frankly. If it wasn't, and so we want that agreement to be tabled in Parliament, so that we know what the government has signed up to. We want to know why the government has agreed to accept these persons, right? None of these questions have been answered. One minister said one thing, another minister said another thing. A third as we are demanding accountability.
How are you all doing?
Okay, text to speech is there and ready. Don't be scared to get in the comment, peeps.
The minister has been recommended for the very serious charge of illicit enrichment. And we believe that person should step aside and attempt to clear his name, as is his right.
And again, another thing, there's attacking riddles. The person where I do this and the person, why they don't call name? What? And these politicians, what them a do? They in the streets where them a try no snitch. But you know somebody I work against you in the opposition, but you know say nothing. What is this big secrecy for now work for the people or not politician? Where's the big secrecy be? It's crazy.
He should remain as a cabinet minister while those charges loom over his head.
Might be deported for immigration purposes, but they still involved in gun running, racketeering, shooting, murders. You know, so why bring them to a country like ours? They are prime candidates for our.
Well, that's counting to them. They don't know who's coming. They don't know if it's 50 murderer, 25 murderer, 25 women and children. If they just violate immigration laws, they don't know nothing. Here's the signature. Go do what you want. Send whoever you want to send. That's basically the way the government are telling we.
Gangs to recruit.
What say you?
To make it more difficult for our JCF people, our security forces right now. And I'm also surprised how our agitated teams from the JCF are not speaking out. The Police Federation, the Police Officers Association. When I was a police officer for over 41 years, I was the General Secretary for the Police Federation. James Ford was chairman. We'll be asking questions now. How will these people impact the crime situation in Jamaica? How will we monitor their movement in and around the country? This is real cause for concern, and I'm happy that civil society is speaking out in the way that they are doing today. So I have no problem in coming out to show my support for this movement.
Okay, so I hear you.
We go to a...
Oh, and do I live on this
Jamaica.
On this other thing too. What else we got on this TCN politics? Bolt donates money after they rob him so much. Good on Bolt. Darn it, God. Okay, let's see how much video we can find. TCN. Enemy spotted. Shit. We got to program some of these keys for the phone board. Okay, I think this was the one with a bunch of lies from this guy. Yeah, let me break this down one for you people who knew.
Questions continue to swirl over the expected arrival of third country nationals to Jamaica under a deal with the United States. The government says the arrangement follows a memorandum of understanding between the two countries and will see migrants transit through Jamaica en route to their final destinations. Amid public concern, the government has maintained that the individuals will not remain in the country permanently. Romario Lyons reports.
Deportation, an issue that has long captured headlines across the world. For decades and more intensely in recent years, Jamaicans in the diaspora held their breaths against the thought of being deported back home. Now, Jamaicans at home hold theirs against a memorandum of understanding with the United States that will see third country nationals transferred from the U.S. to transit through Jamaica to their final destination.
Jamaica is a holding ground.
Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says individuals facilitated under the agreement are
So I hope that's not my internet buffering.
not being brought into Jamaica as permanent migrants. He says while negotiations are ongoing, some aspects have been settled, including the requirement that the U.S. will pay for the deportees' initial stay in Jamaica.
I hear that. U.S. paying, not Jamaican. So what if they decide to pay? Who? Does the U.S. still pay? Do the U.S. pay up to a certain expiration time? No details.
How much? That remains a mystery. But will it cost Jamaica anything? Dr. Chang in Parliament on June 17, 2026.
They'll be here for a short time only, and in the time they are here, they will be funded by the government of the United States.
You hear that? They will be here for a short time only.
The International Organization for Migration.
If they find a way to stay in Jamaica, what does that mean?
We have to treat them under international law, and while they are here, under those conditions, no additional will be taken.
So it's no over 25. They said no over 25. So 26 deportees should not be in Jamaican side at any given time.
10 is a trigger point that if more than if 10 stay back, we stop the acceptance and review the management of the program.
Under the agreement, Jamaica would receive up to 25 migrants every 2 weeks. He assured no more than 25 migrants would remain in the country at a time. Dr. Chang adds that
Play about that back.
At a time, Dr. Chang adds that Jamaica
Okay, so like how the TVJ video has static.
and the United States have shared decades of harmonious relations.
In this case, the United States requested, and our professionals after the government decided, negotiated, and agreed on understanding which we are comfortable with.
For other countries, it's more than comfortable. It's financial. The Trump administration has spent more than $1 million per person to deport some migrants to countries where they have no connection, which was disclosed by a congressional investigation in February 2026. The US government paid more than $32 million to 5 foreign governments to accept approximately 300 third country nationals deported from the US. Rwanda was paid $7.5 million plus an estimated $601,000 in flight costs to accept just 7 people, about 1.1 million.
Here people over average $1 million US they get to take in one of these deportees.
$1 per person. Eswatini, $5.1 million for 15 people. El Salvador, $4.76 million for about 250 people. Now, regionally in 2025, Belize said the deal, which at the time needed approval from the Belize Senate, would mean migrants deported from the U.S. could apply for asylum there instead of returning.
So I guess some of them will be applying for asylum in Jamaica. Let's see.
to their home countries.
And again, this guy don't know when them a send nobody. When the first batch a come, nothing.
The U.S. State Department called it, quote, an important milestone in ending illegal migration, end quote, and, quote, shutting down abuse, end quote, of the U.S. asylum system. The same year, Panama, Costa Rica, and Honduras also accepted people deported by the U.S. But at least one attorney argues that wide scale does not mean compulsory.
That every member of the Jamaican cabinet must ask themselves this question: are we breaching the foundational?
We coming like somebody infiltrate my internet. Yeah, I mean, I thought this internet and everything depends static.
National law of non-refoulement.
I start about this and then just go.
Which essentially prohibits from sending persons or returning persons to countries from which they're fleeing persecution.
Hey, Donald, I'm on your side. Send these motherfuckers to Jamaica. Leave my internet alone.
TVJ News.
Coming up in this newscast, the financial week, news from overseas, and our bite of the week. Please stay with us.
Interesting, huh? Where was the video with this fool? Let's hear what he's saying.
In the meantime, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says consultations continue for the introduction of the One Road.
Yeah, we're just watching politics videos today all over the place. We just call out the bullshit. This is not a cohesive, well-researched stream. Well, we know if we find the bullshit.
Authority aimed at improving the management of Jamaica's road network. The National Works Agency is responsible for about 800 main roads. Many of them are not being adequately maintained. Additionally, those that are being maintained may not be up to standard. He says as the government embarks on the $25 billion Spark Main Road program,
the full name and catchphrases: Sparks, the Light Project, the world coming to an end project, the best Caribbean island, full of catchphrases and slogan, and don't do shit.
They'll have the single authority to streamline the country's road data.
To road construction, to return standards to road maintenance, to ensure there.
We have a part. How old is this dude? What you got here? Part? How old is he?
Is a budget for road maintenance that matches the economic and engineering life of the road, so that there can also be a preventative maintenance program. But more importantly, that there is a regulator and someone who will supervise road.
Somebody who's not corrupt, will not rob, will not steal the taxpayers' money. That's what the people want.
Construction, road maintenance, and preventative work. And in
Fucking
addition to
criminal.
that, an authority that has the legal powers to prosecute road users who destroy the national public assets in our roads.
Full of fucking red salad and slogans and catchphrase. Fuck out of here.
First up this evening, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness is this evening bemoaning the impact of crime and violence has had on the Vineyard Town housing development in St. Andrew.
Dr. Holness had almost
No, blame something on crime now, okay.
a decade.
Whoever in Vineyard Town, your housing development get delayed because of crime. Because there's no police, no soldier out there in that community, okay. Nobody can get deployed to this community to make the homes get built, okay.
decade after the housing project started, it could only be handed over today after extortionists and other criminals target the contractors.
As Kalisha Williams reports, the Prime Minister stressed that it served as a hard lesson for the National Housing Trust.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness was the main speaker at the handing over ceremony for this housing development in Vineyard Town, St. Andrew, Wednesday afternoon. 14 studio units were constructed on Central Avenue and 6 units on 3rd Avenue. The project started in 2017 after 2 years of planning and approvals. However,
by 2021, the contract.
Here goes the lies. Gather yourself, people.
To do this development had to be terminated.
While there may have been some contractor faults, Dr. Holness said crime and violence were major factors in the contract being terminated.
The families who are going to benefit from this were delayed their benefit because criminals extorted the site.
And you guys just sit back there and do nothing about this, right? Nobody know the criminals, no police show up, nothing. No detective, nothing.
Made it difficult for the contractor to do their job. Threatened the people. The area was very difficult to work in. So those who sometimes speak as if they are in support of the criminals should understand.
I mean, your guys' silence and lack of any type of accountability. You don't deploy any security resources to where this is happening. You're just as fucking guilty.
That we cannot be ambivalent about criminality.
Are you gonna have? I'm guessing this is a government development. You have criminal extorting the government, and the government just sit down and do nothing about it.
Credited the efforts of the police and the government for rooting out criminal elements in the community. This, he said, served as hard lessons for the National Housing Trust in how housing developments are now being approached. And so Dr. Holness maintained that there has to be a deliberate attempt to keep the murder figures down.
All Jamaicans must be.
When you go after a Bravag on YouTuber, didn't this fool say they have technology? We know everybody there and can't get anybody. So the fuck y'all motherfuckers ain't getting no criminals. Them did a brag about how crime and something they done during election time. Me telling us say a true most of criminal them walk through the US-Mexico border and then in New York and Florida and all about. That's why murder rate down. So most of them get deported back. This is why crime rates start back up, and there's no election either.
Invested in the reduction of the murder rate. As we have seen now, over 3 years solid reductions, heading into the 4th year of reduction in murders. There is a dividend for the country when crime and violence is reduced and peace is flourishing.
Why you not bragging about how crime low this year? Because 800 people and 900 people dead last year that them consider braggers low. Once you go on 1,000 is low to people when you realize that, yo, it's 900 fucking people just dead for murder. Like, what you think? When the place run hot, America they open up. Yeah, then they just walk through criminal them at Jamaica. So yeah, less criminal, because we realize say, it's very few people doing all the murders in Jamaica. All the hitman them, all the wicked people them we have foreign, we have send money. All the scammer them we have money and a pay hitman for go kill that and kill who. Yeah, them the people that drive up the murder rate. So if they get so hot and the money to kill.
Waters 5445 says, respect big bro, I feel Jamaica should accept deportees, especially Haitians.
Yeah, you couldn't take Haitians, but all of a sudden they want to take unknown deportees. You know one them will come from Haiti, and women and children, but the unknowns one them bring them in, no matter who it is. Crazy. So yeah, back to what I say so. If you get me train of thought with the messenger.
Society.
Oh yeah, with the criminal them. You have all the technology to find the criminal them. How is someone murder still? All the tracking device, cell phone location, and murder rate still high?
Jamaica was recently ranked 70th on the Global Peace Index, the safest Caribbean country on the list. It must
Who the fuck came up with this list?
be noted that some Caribbean nations like Barbados and Antigua and Barbuda are missing from the list. Kelisha Williams, TVJ.
Hold on, did I just hear like them say Jamaica come up the #1 safest Caribbean country? How?
Kelisha Williams, TVJ News. Jamaica was recently ranked 70th on the Global Peace Index, the safest Caribbean country on the list. It must be noted.
Yo, how is this? Where did this list came from?
That some Caribbean nations like Barbados and Antigua and Barbuda are missing from the list. Kelisha Williams, TVJ News.
Interesting. Okay, what else along the politics? This is a political live. We just watch our politics video. From TCN, Third World, Deportees to security bullshit. JTN renews call for government to improve infrastructure in tourism.
The parliamentary opposition is again raising concern about perceived attempts by the House Speaker to silence them in the House of Representatives. This follows a series of incidents in the House on Tuesday, including a strong reprimand of MP Nikisha Burchell. Details from Andrea Chisholm.
It all began after the clerk finished reading the announcements for Tuesday's sitting. That's the section when documents are laid on the table. In other words, they become part of the official parliamentary record. House Speaker Juliet Holness was determined to move on to the next.
Actually, the Prime Minister wife, if anybody know, just drop a one in that chat.
Item on the agenda.
Bills brought by the Senate. Bills brought by the Senate. Bills brought by the Senate.
Trey Waters 5445 says, as long they are not gangstas or criminals, they should pay a small fee each year to stay and work in the country.
Yeah, according to them, the American government is going to pay for them. And in one word, him say they might do it for a short period of time, but also they can decide to stay. So we're going to pay for them, and how long the American government will pay for them. And if them decide to stay, who responsible for them? No details. So that's why you know corruption, when you know information.
No, I can always recommit House Leader. Both of the House Leaders have a discussion. Bills brought by the Senate are moving on the agenda. Clerk.
Madam.
The following is a message from
Madam
President
Speaker,
of
as my microphone is on, there is a matter on.
I don't have anything on announcement. Clerk.
Grown people are here, sir.
Bills brought by the Senate.
And so the Speaker was on her feet, basically asserting authority. Leader of Opposition Business Philip Paulwell yielded immediately. For a brief moment, there was a game. Speaker sits, Paulwell stands. Speaker stands, Paulwell sits. Leader of Government Business Floyd.
What kind of game these people, grown-ass people, playing? When they should be talking about the interests of the people, then you're playing sitting and stand game. Can you imagine this?
Green intervened.
Members, the announcement.
This shit is a real joke shit, this.
Announcements on the agenda is for announcements to be made on the House. If the member has an intervention to make, the appropriate place is when we reach the public business. When a member rises outside of public business, the Authority to speak is at the discretion of the Speaker. The member has risen. The Speaker has indicated that the member has risen. The Leader of Opposition Business has risen. The Speaker has indicated that she will not hear him at this time. That is the ruling of the Speaker, and we continue.
I ask you to have a discussion with the Leader of Government Business.
5445 says, I feel you Jamaicans should have a say in the decision.
Yeah. How they gonna do that? Run a poll or vote?
That's my final ruling.
After a few minutes, Mr. Paulwell followed the Speaker's directive and took his seat. But when the clerk resumed speaking, the opposition began to murmur.
That on the 26th,
If any of the members continue to disturb the proceedings of the House, I will be naming you. Clerk.
I will be naming you. Hey kid, if you throw again, I'm going to call your name. Like, what the fuck? These are some overgrown adults who don't like.
Continue. And that means.
Like, man.
Emotional damage.
Means banging the decks.
So what did the opposition want to say? In a release on Thursday, the opposition said it wanted
Look at these overgrown kids of politicians.
to raise a procedural matter regarding the absence of the Integrity Commission's latest report from the order paper after the report was submitted to Parliament. The opposition adds that a speaker cannot properly determine a procedural objection without first hearing what the member seeks to raise. And the Westminster Parliament.
All these is just showing that adults in a room can't speak. That's what this is basically saying, all this. You put grown-ass adults who in charge of a country and they can have a normal a respectful conversation.
Parliamentary practice requires that discretion be exercised fairly, impartially, and on an informed basis. The opposition says it will continue to resist what it calls the oppressive and undemocratic management of the affairs of the House of Representatives. Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.
No, you stand, you sit, you stand, you sit. Fucking idiots. And then what came with the Jamaican people, them? Yo, man, a power, yo, man, a show, and jump up for these clowns. Yo, a show a man here, I'm living, you know? No, you idiot. Your ear should never be tied to no politics. It should be if these motherfuckers is in and we don't have no light and water. When they're in, we get them the fuck out the next time we get to vote. No if, ends, or but. Talking about power show nonsense. Sparks Main Road. Alright, let's see who for where them are gonna fix with the lies now.
Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com.
Up
Trey
first this
Waters
evening,
5445 says, I hate governments who are corrupt and don't care about their PPL and sell out to the European powers.
Shit, Trey, all of them that show me one when I corrupt or take money and do some type of backdoor deal with companies where they either own with shell company or whatever. All of them full of shit. Just like the Melissa money, we tell people before Melissa even come to Jamaica, what did that go happen? Live, corruption.
$55 billion, 37 main roads across 11 parishes. The government launched the Spark Main Road program.
It comes on the heels of widespread frustration about poor road conditions. And as you'll hear in this report, 2 flyovers.
They might find a way for about all of my road money. No road not fix.
Will be built.
Jamaica Maitland explains.
Several major corridors across the island are expected to be rehabilitated.
The prettiest road them will go from the airport to your hotel them. As soon as you drive 1-2 miles out of Mobile, a be a patrol to kill you.
under the Spark Main Road program.
China Harbour, who is the contractor on the project, will
the China dig out Jamaica,
begin to do the preparatory works and then move into actual construction. Some of them could start within a year. Others may take up to a year and a half to actually see the works done.
So what the fuck you tell people now that for? We sweet them up or something, make them feel good.
Already, some communities have received new roads or are undergoing road improvements.
See? Sometimes we will start call out all them people, yeah. And say, I know a problem. All these people were killing with false promises and lies.
Already, some
Then the trail back at them and say a power here and shower here.
communities have received new roads or are undergoing road improvements. Initially, each constituency was allocated $200 million. This time around, the funds will be used to rehabilitate the major thoroughfares.
There are so many communities with roads that are deteriorating.
Oh, you think? You think? For more decades.
There's nothing that I say here that any of the residents who are suffering from bad road conditions will take comfort in, because the truth is, what the public is interested in is that when they get up in the morning, they go in their car and they're driving to work, they don't hit a pothole.
Works Minister Robert Morgan said,
Yeah, we know the right things to say, but don't fucking nothing about it. That's what I take from that guy.
37 corridors will be rehabilitated across 11 parishes. Improved drainage will also be incorporated into the program.
The program will address culverts, retaining structures, sidewalks, road markings, and safety features. And one of the important aspects of the program that I'm very happy about, and we did it on Grange Lane, Permanent Secretary, where we are now including features on our roads to assist the differently abled members of our community.
Where the license plate trackers for all the criminal them there. When a man when I integrate all the police station and the police car, them integrate them with one. So that when a man say, yeah, there's a robbery and it's a blue Toyota Corolla, you can't have every blood clot police pan patrol for a blue Corolla and catch these people quick. Where are these technology and something?
Tactile responsiveness. So the person who is visually impaired can get a response from the road when they reach at a pedestrian crossing.
Additionally,
If you visually improve, or fuck you have a license. Does that make sense or just me? If you're physically impaired, that means you can hardly see. Why would the fuck you driving and have a license? You see what them people make sense and they wonder why some accident happened in Jamaica?
allocations have been made for 2 flyovers from Dunrobin to East Kings House Road and from 6 miles along the Washington Boulevard to Malines Road in St. Andrew.
Actually going through road extension, as I mentioned earlier, from Dunrobin Avenue going all the way to East Kings House Road, and we'll show you a depiction of what we're looking
$6 billion Jamaican dollar budget. Okay.
At this point in time, we're actually at concept design, where we'll be discussing with our contractors and consultants with respect to the detailed design so we can get this project moving. The preliminary estimated
Oh, there is no budget, but they already don't know design and know how nothing will cost.
cost is just under 7 billion Jamaican.
Wait, we never call no design, how you know what will cost more expensive. Okay.
Maitland, TVG News.
Maybe it's just me. Jamaica. Chill stream, big up yourself, whether you catch us live, whether you're catching the rerun. Drop where you're watching from, your state, your country. Yeah, we're here on Unfiltered Common Sense with Germs on the Yaad Vibez channel. We're looking for the first 500 common sense people. We're at 490. 493. Anybody subscribe since we come live? As soon as we cross the 500 mark, whew, gonna be problem. Problem in these YouTube streets. Anything else about TCN? Decomposed body finding a Mandeville. Body just a pop up everywhere, huh? Jamaica third country national Deportees.
I'm ready for George Davis tonight. Right, Courtney?
Who's this dude there?
I'm ready for George Davis tonight. Right?
It sounds a little bit sugary.
Why are you gay?
You will never hear me bad mind nobody for them squatter land where them a live pan. You will never hear me bad mind nobody to where them have.
Oh, I'm move on. Yo, something wrong with the Jamaican politician here. Why the man are moving head and shaking head like some girl suffer? Okay, yeah, rebuilding of Western.
The whole Jamaica under spell. And nobody can tell me say Jamaica under spell. The reason why I say Jamaica under spell, I say Marvin, the little
yeah, under more than spell.
fire advocate for everybody at Jamaica.
Trey
But
Waters
one just
5445 says, I'm watching from New Jersey. It's super hot this weekend, like an inferno oven. It's 102 degrees outside, feels like 112 degrees.
Yeah, tell me about it. Shit. Heat wave all over, crazy.
this. Some people are then slaughter them, pitney them like a pig. Some people are then just going upon them, kick off them door, assault.
To paint you in a light, and then some of them, after them,
Parliament's here. So stick around, stay tuned, people. Very interesting.
some nasty people, they shape and try to paint you in a light, and then some of
Well, what is the thing with all these politicians always speaking a fucking riddle? They can't call on name. Like them a street gangster, them not snitch. It's always some people and them a try me and them a put out a narrative, but they can't call people name. Like, what kind of game them a politician a play? It sound like a more in a one gang.
them, after them find themselves breaching disaster, no movement, they and lose them little work, and I try to get back them life. Some of these people I'm telling you about will never make it to Parliament. They are the despicable kind who...
Excuse me, whoever you're, all I know despicable. And lie. Corrupt.
They are responsible for the decay in morality of our society. They are the people that don't want to see poor people form a part of Jamaica. They are the people who talk down on the rest of Jamaica so they can feel better about themselves. They are the people who...
All they do is just using word salad and playing to the emotion of Jamaican people. Saying a bunch of nothing burger.
who think that they are
They. Who's the fucking they? The boogeyman who?
journalists when they're just... There's some of them, whatever they did to get their degrees, them have work now. They're compromised, they have no integrity, but they form a part of...
I don't know how people sit down and listen to these clowns out there, man. I swear. This is why it's hard for me to do Jamaican content, because it's hard to listen to some of these people. No logics, no common sense, and I see through them within fucking 30 seconds. Where's all the deportee videos? When this bullshit been going on since, see, this week. When Jamaica get U.S. criminals in TCN leave. Watch that already.
This week in Jamaica now, pressure from the private sector and the church is mounting for Dr. Andrew Wheatley to step aside from the cabinet. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness pushes back against critics of the controversial United States-Jamaica Third Country National Agreement, dismissing public concern as almost ridiculous.
I see people WhatsApping me and sending me a message, why would we do this to our country? I said, please sit and think carefully about what you're saying.
Cyber
You can't just hear no bullshit coming.
criminals are hijacking WhatsApp accounts, impersonating users and tricking friends and relatives into sending money. And tributes have been
Shit, I'm gonna take grandma money.
pouring in from across Jamaica's political divide following the death of a former Senate President, Professor Oswald Harding. I'm Karen Matten, and this is Jamaica Now. The private sector organization
I'm sorry, me not try to make fun of her, but her teeth is crazy.
of Jamaica, PSOJ, and the Jamaica umbrella groups of churches, JUGC, have weighed in on the Integrity Commission's recommendations concerning Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for science, technology, and special projects, Dr. Andrew.
Nobody vote on the poll yet. Should Jamaica continue accepting deportees from the United States? We have yes, under existing agreements. No, Jamaica should renegotiate. Are you undecided? Vote in the comment.
Wheatley. Calls are mounting for Wheatley to step aside from his ministerial duties until the matter is resolved. The Integrity Commission has recommended that Wheatley be charged with 4 offenses, including illicit enrichment.
See, them name always not some type of corruption, man. All these politicians.
Following an investigation that reportedly found assets exceeding his lawful earnings by more than $164 million. The Director of Corruption Prosecution has also recommended charges of knowingly making false statements in statutory declarations and failing to provide requested information. The matter has also raised tax compliance concerns, links to a former medical business, and has been referred to Tax Administration Jamaica.
Not a corrupt politician. I wonder who him pissed off now that them decided to dig him up.
The PSOJ
Our money never split right.
said it viewed the developments arising from the Integrity Commission's investigations and recommendations with concern, stressing that Jamaica's governance framework depends on transparency, accountability,
So what you think, Trey? You think Jamaica should accept the deportees or no?
and strong institutions. Given the seriousness of the allegations and the responsibilities attached to Cabinet Office, the PSOJ said Wheatley and Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness should give serious consideration to the minister stepping aside until the matter is fully resolved. The JUGC took a more direct position, calling on the Prime Minister to remove Wheatley or require him to step aside from the cabinet.
Alright, this nigga is just a thief or whatever.
Most ridiculous.
I find it the
Wellness, public alarm over U.S. deportee deal almost ridiculous. Vows no dumping of undesirables on Jamaica. Alright.
panic around it is almost to the point of being ridiculous. Honestly, I see people WhatsApping me and sending me a message, why would we do this to our country? I said, please sit and think carefully about what you're saying.
We did. I will listen to your name, your national minister, and we hear a bunch of bullshit. We hear a bunch of lies, gaslighting. So yeah, you leave room for think anything. So since you're the prime minister, make it fucking clear then.
We're not doing anything that 28 other countries, including within this region, have done. The United States has asked countries that it considers its friends to assist. them in managing their immigration challenges. Now,
And they call them to come assist with the murder challenges where you have and the crime challenges. Call your brethren, your friends. Call Uncle Donald and say, yo, bro, we need to get this murder shit wrapped up with like El Salvador. What can you do? Who can you send? What kind of technology can you lend? So we are going to hear that after your help.
who are we as Jamaicans? Are we part of the global system? Are we a friend of the United States? Are we looking to the United States to assist with things? Do we only assist in exchange for something? Is the relationship always transactional? And these are questions that we have to start to ask ourselves.
Dr. Holness was
Motherfucker, these are the questions you should be fucking telling the people you're the prime minister. You see bullshit gaslighting me I talk about? These are the questions we should be asking. Motherfucker, these are the questions you should know and not tell the public. The public already know it. When if you ask yourself now, when them ask you. That's why you get the WhatsApp message and this and that. Tell about them trying to take people for idiot.
responding to criticisms that erupted after the Gleaner revealed last week, Tuesday, that Jamaica had agreed to temporarily accept batches of 25 third country nationals from the United States every 2 weeks. The Prime Minister also rejected suggestions that Jamaica had been pressured into the arrangement or had delayed agreeing because of pressure from Washington. He argued that Jamaicans need to move beyond what he described as 1970s thinking about how the country operates internationally.
1970s, Jamaica need to move away from 1970s thinking. But instead of the 1970s lies and robbery and corruption,
Third country national agreements have become a key feature of the Trump administration's immigration policy, allowing migrants to be removed to countries other than their own. Dr. Holness said the government had been very deliberate in weighing the Jamaican public's sensitivities before signing the agreement.
We were very deliberate in what we do.
how can you be deliberate when we just play the video with when name Chang or is Chang I say, you don't know not a motherfucking thing. You don't know how much people. Did I find the video?
Trey Waters 5445 says, I didn't know Jamaica had a higher crime rate that's making me scared to visit.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find the chart.
We considered carefully because we understand the Jamaican public.
But to be fair, me ran a poll before. Is Jamaica more dangerous than US? It's a question we need to ask. Is violence quicker for reaching in America or in Jamaica?
Public, the Jamaican psyche, and how Miss Matty in Northeast Manchester is going to view it as if, you know, the US is coming to dump unwanted persons in our.
But if you don't give people them no details, how people them know? Let's say me find a video with this clown when did that talk earlier. I'll show you how these politicians play with people. You know I'm gonna play up on my page. This video the review. Show you a politician lie and play with people. First you type in Yaad Vibez. Thank you for the new subscriber. 6 more to 500. This.
The negotiations are still taking place.
When they attack. This line up, piece of shit.
An MOU has been
assessing
Jamaica. If all 25 decide to stay.
Turn to their home country.
Okay, listen to where the minister says, answer to where Prime Minister just say, see who a bullshitter.
Countries. Some may opt to stay here.
The return rate so far has been about.
So if they opt to stay there, that means it's some type of automatic Jamaican citizenship or something. Right?
Out.
But one couldn't take Haiti though when Haiti and neighbor did in a crisis. Okay, this want him talk.
will be from Caribbean countries as well as the rest of the world. Skilled English speakers are being prioritized.
Primary criteria of established that they should speak English, which they should speak English. We have put nothing else on it. Would prefer.
We are putting nothing else on it. Just speak English. Do you hear that? So how come the Prime Minister I come with a bag of bullshit games?
There are people who have skills, and if they can speak English, it makes it easier to come.
So that's all the man say, speak English. We don't have evidence saying know who come, what not.
Chief among
Oh, you sign something we don't know, negotiate. Can you sign an agreement? Half an acre or quarter acre?
Easier to come to Jamaica.
He revealed that the government signed the agreement with the United States last week. However, the negotiations are still taking place.
Negotiations still take place on your signed deal. But this brother here, I can't tell you, so yeah, if you think we not go do this and we not go do that.
Chief.
Lies. To be the worst set of people. Shit is crazy. So what him account talk about? I went there.
A country to create a problem for us. Dump carefully because we understand the Jamaican public, the Jamaican psyche, and how
No, this is after the fact you come at all this bullshit. After you get your WhatsApp text by your big friend them or whoever.
Matty in Northeast Manchester is going to view it as if, the US is coming to dump unwanted persons.
So if one of the no how one of the sign a deal, what people need to expect? Expect the unexpected, no? Expect the worst. So if people say, yo, I be a murderer, I'll come then around call one of the sign deal, no.
In our country to create a problem.
The fucker knows.
The issue is far more than that.
You see, lies coming.
Deeper than that, and
Gaslighting
nobody's
coming.
looking to dump. Nobody's looking to create a problem.
Gaslighting.
Was our hands forced? Were we coerced? Absolutely not.
Dr. Holness also addressed why the agreement was not disclosed before its
So how come you couldn't take legislation? One of the hands ever force or nothing, but one of take them up set up people.
surfaced through the Gleaner's reporting, arguing that bilateral negotiations are typically conducted in private until an agreement is finalized and signed. He noted that
Again, once they sign already, no, until it's signed. Realize
that although the Memorandum of Understanding has been signed, the arrangement remains incomplete. The Prime Minister also pointed out that opposition leader Mark Golding has not argued that Jamaica should not have entered the agreement. Golding has said the arrangement should not have come to light through a news report and that he would have been cautious about signing because of legal challenges to similar agreements currently before the United States.
you probably have some money to get out of it too, so. Yeah, I mean, I say, I shouldn't do it, but it shouldn't bust through the news. It shouldn't come out and say it. Fuck out of here.
Courts. Cyber criminals are hijacking.
Sorry for Jamaica, but Jamaica, most Jamaicans soon can't afford Jamaica. Alright, how long we been cooking for? An hour? Hour 8 minutes. Maybe I should come on with a more fun live stream later on. Let's see. Okay, I'm not trying anybody else commentary. Who is this lady here?
To watch this because men need to know what is going on in women's health and women's lives. You'll find the link below.
No, we're not.
At the end.
Woman is not that damn interesting for you. Man, no. The fuck, man, busy at Billy World and make your world run. What is the problem with Jamaica now? Then pay attention is to woman fractal. No, they don't.
And that's my shameless plug for the day. Back to today's video. So we're looking at statements that the government has been making about this third country national program with the United States. We're getting really granular.
We have to see what the people them must spill to the people them too, What tell the people them bullshit in the YouTube streets. We have to call them out too.
all right, going sentence by sentence, almost looking at all the different statements, commenting on them. Most of this video now is going to be about what happened in Parliament, because the National Security Minister also spoke in Parliament. But let me just go back for just a moment to what happened earlier on in that day. This is Wednesday now, June 17. This was at the post-cabinet press conference. Just to say, by the way, my first video, don't know if you saw it, was entirely about what
Yeah, can't talk.
this program that the government.
The best way we do it, we use our ships and send them back here. Their cases are in court. Some have gone as far as the country.
Difference in the handling of a TCNs. What framework the government has put in place to ensure that none of the TCNs that we accept, that they don't leak into the Jamaican society. That's one. No. And two, Minister, can you sort of explain the difference in the handling of a TCNs as against the handling of the Haitians when they come here?
And we start talking about the Haitian them before here. Nobody talk about the Haitian them. So I'm glad people are speaking about it.
The TCNs are being brought here under the understanding we have worked out with the United States government, and then they are handled in conjunction with the IOM. Haitians are coming here illegally. They are all illegal migrants, and we take positions to return them to their home as quickly as possible.
But fuck, the one them when come, they're not illegal too. They're not legal to Jamaica. They not come with citizenship. They're never legal in America. Different citizens probably get money. No.
Directly. We don't have to send them to a third country. Those who stay apply for asylum, and we have to keep them in a place of. So we have to detain them. Until then, we don't detain TCNs. They are transitioning or literally transitioning through the country. You go to an airport, and you are transitioning it. You wait a flight to the next one.
Says, salute for not holding back. I hope I never make you mad, cause I DNT want to see your rude boy gangsta side, haha.
Listen, I'm objective. Everybody stay to their point. At the end of the day, it's just conversation and the feelings you carry. But we might talk about cartel. Say if you're a cartel boy, you might get mad and unsubscribe with it.
If you land. Technically, it's almost similar to that. So the Haitians who are here. Their cases are in court. Some have gone as far as they go to our courts first, then they go to the international courts, and they seek to get asylum. If they receive asylum, we keep them. It's international law. If they fail to receive asylum, then we send them back home in the nearest.
Funny thing is, enough people in a chat, me and them cuss and quarrel. And they end up subscribe. Next video, then come back, them a big me up. So it's a fun and fight. Make up, cuss out one another, and get back to it. Once the right information I get out there, because there's too much one-sided people are talking on YouTube and Jamaican. And they must speak based on feelings, based on them party or them support, and based on them artists. Me, I could give two fucks about none of these artists or politicians. I hold no sides. So all politicians I get clapped, all musicians. Don't care nothing about them. So if you care feelings for artists or politicians, maybe any viewers, this ain't the channel for you. I digress.
Well, the best way we do it, we use our ships and send them back home. Two different things.
Now, a lot of Jamaicans are upset that Jamaica looks like it's going to be taking in these third country nationals. Obviously, it looks like some of them are going to stay, while at the same time, we are kicking Haitians who are trying to.
You know what, we'll give yourself some clap. Because when we bring up the Haitian, nobody on the internet will hear. Every video we play, nobody. Yeah. When we talk about the Melissa money, did I get robbed before the hurricane even hit? Yeah. When we say hurricane, did I mash up Jamaica before it reach here? Yeah. Sometimes the signs are there before things happen, but I guess we have to feel it before we believe it now in Jamaica.
Land here, we're kicking them to the curb. Quick, quick, quick. Haitians are our Caribbean brothers and sisters. Haiti is also a full member of CARICOM, the Caribbean community to which Jamaica belongs. This rosy picture about how Jamaica is treating Haitian migrants is just that, a rosy picture. I have to do a video one day that deserves its own video, but just to remind you that attorney at law and human rights activist Malene Alain of the group Freedom Imaginaries has consistently for the past few years been raising concerns about how government has been treating these Haitian migrants and has in fact said that the government has been violating their rights and violating international law. Government has denied those claims. All right, so let's go down to Parliament now, because later that's...
All right, we don't want to hear a few commentary too much, Mama.
And shared security challenges, our national security responsibility, and the realities of an evolving global migration.
Yo, they do that, that's lie. Not more time about hardly any truth.
Environment. This MOU is not an immigration settlement arrangement. It's not a program to permanently resettle individuals in Jamaica. The persons contemplated under the framework are nationals of countries other.
So how am I going to say if the people them decide to stay, they can't stay? So where are you going to send them?
Than Jamaica who would transit through Jamaica under a controlled process while arrangements are made for the onward movement, including return to their countries of origin or another appropriate destination.
So again, this insistence that these are not permanent migrants, are they?
Waters 5445 says, I appreciate you, one of the few Jamaicans who don't talk bad ABT Haitians.
I mean, there are people though, and if we're going to talk about black people, there's black people that when the people them are turmoil, and if women and children are willing to risk their life from both to go Jamaica, it have to be a reason. Life and death, more people that I see. And the next thing you can do is send them back to the place where they try to escape from. And you have so much people did a murder and do all type of shit. It's crazy.
Speaker, is also important to address some of the public commentary surrounding this matter. Under the signed MOU for the TCN, third country nationals, Jamaica will host only 25 TCNs at any one time with the International Organization for Migration, IOM, support, and not 10,000 persons inaccurately reported in the media.
All right, so it's hours now after the press conference, and they are still refusing to acknowledge that this 10,000 figure had been mentioned anywhere. They're sticking with this narrative about inaccurate reporting when they know.
All right, so only time will tell that one.
The process designed to be controlled, phased, and subject to agreed operational procedures. The discussion contemplated a limited operational flow subject to safeguards. A key control mechanism is that the process would pause where the number of individuals remaining in Jamaica exceeds the agreed threshold of 10 individuals, allowing for review and management of capacity. There is no need, Madam Speaker, for excessive focus on the final number, as Jamaica will maintain complete situational awareness in respect of...
You can't aware I kill them in your own blood clot country. You can't aware in people. People them in a prison where you assign hits. We're supposed to get put away for murder and still assign hits behind bar. But you got aware I want them free out to move around, okay.
Stop the cap. Data for now, for today number.
So member, I'm using you for the teaching this week.
Yes.
You are not to ask the same question twice.
Honestly, it's embarrassing just to watch, and I wonder if them not shame.
Everybody should be ashamed so they vote for all my people.
And I rise with my standing orders, looking at standing order 11A, statement by ministers, and there are 3 subsections on it.
This part of the question and answer session is not standing orders, and if you would like to continue, I will now move to the next member who is required to ask questions. Member from St. Anne Eastern, go ahead with your questions.
Grown ass people, come on him.
Member Member from St. and Eastern. Member from St. and Eastern. Member from St. and Eastern, you're being allowed to ask your questions.
They need a man to be Speaker of the House. Oh, you misogynistic. A woman can't do it. Get this bitch from out of here, man. So I'm gone.
Governed by. What governs the question?
John. Members, you are required to go straight to your question.
No, the speaker is being completely ridiculous here. It's clear that what Dr. Campbell was doing was to mention the standing orders to show that he was, in asking his question, going to be asking them within the bounds of the standing order. That was very clear. So what was that about? Also, this nonsense with this mic system that they have, right? That trips out.
Well, you see, we are called out from the beginning of this live. Yeah, so she can't do the same thing too. Overgrown kids.
Entirely, or that is
you stand, you sit, you stand, you sit. Like, seriously?
cut out, perhaps I should say entirely, so the public cannot hear what is going on. Me not stop say there is something wrong with that. The public should be able to hear all the time what is happening in the house. This mic system was a huge mistake. It's problematic. It is preventing
Everything in Jamaica describe corruption to me.
The public from hearing.
No, he doesn't need to read it for me, or for the house, or anyone else.
See them blank out the mic again. Anyways, I think I have enough of these clowns. It ain't nothing new being said or update from the politician them. It's the same 25 talking points. They don't know who, when, what, where, when they come in. So it's a waiting game. So it's like beating a dead horse talking about this TCN shit at this point. Alright, so respect all the people that will come through. Respect Trey if you keep engagement in the comments, you know. Thank you for all the people today. Just wanted to try an early stream, see how it go. Should be coming back later, if anything, usual late night. Respect, give thanks, and bless. Peace.